Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be doing another full face of first impressions. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to try out. My face probably looks a little weird right now because I did my eyebrows. I don't have a new eyebrow pencil, so I just used the Hourglass Arc Brow Pencil, and this is in the shade Platinum Blonde. It is currently my favorite brow pencil. I've been using it every single day and it's just a really good shade for me. And then to carve my brows out, I use the Model's Own Cover It Full Coverage Concealer. This is in Fair. I will tell you guys what I think of it when I use it like on my actual face and not just carving out my brows. I do know that it is very thick. My cats always claw at my door when I'm trying to film and it's just really inconvenient. Like, maybe much? Thank you. Alright, so let's just get right into it. I am going to be using a large and very colorful palette today. This is the BH Cosmetics Studio Pro Ultimate Artistry Shadow Palette, and it looks like this. It's got a lot of colors in it, a lot of foiled shadows. So I'm pretty excited to use it. Okay, so first, I'm gonna be using that Model's Own concealer on my eyelids just to see how well it primes. I'm just gonna take a little bit on the back of my hand and then pat it on with my finger. This stuff is very full coverage from what I can tell, and it's really thick. It's really similar to the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye concealers. Also, I literally sliced a piece of my finger on my Ninja smoothie maker or whatever, blender. That's what it's called. I was cleaning it and I like sliced my finger so hard and it hurt. Okay, and then to set my lids, I'm going to be taking this like flat shader brush from Iconic London. They don't have numbers on them, so I don't know what to tell you. And then I'm going to be taking this cream shade right here from the palette. I'm just going to set that concealer before it creases. Okay, and then taking the LA Girl 202 Big Fluffy Crease Brush. Why isn't this focusing? Then taking the LA Girl 202 Crease Brush. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, so I'm just gonna go in with a really neutral shade right here, and that'll be my transition shade. Before I forget, I was gonna use this set of brushes from BH Cosmetics that they sent me, so I think I'm just gonna use these from now on just to try them out. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do something on the greener side. So first I'm going in with this bright matte green, and I'm taking this like flat kind of fluffy shader brush from that brush set, and I'm gonna focus this on my outer V and like my crease area. And this video is not sponsored, by the way. BH Cosmetics just sent me some stuff and I wanted to try it out. Not sure how I feel about this green color. A little hard to blend out. Okay, and then with this shorter shader brush from that brush set and this dark blue matte color right here, I'm gonna focus that on my outer V. And then with this really tiny little crease brush, going back in with that green shade, I'm gonna blend the blue and the green together. These shades are kind of doing that thing where like you pack on color and then you try to blend it out and the color just kind of like disappears a little bit. It's definitely not as bad as that NYX Earth palette that I really don't like, because that's what that palette would do. It's not quite as bad as that, but it's still doing it and it kind of irritates me a little bit. Okay, I guess that looks alright. Okay, and then I'm gonna take this metallic green shade right here. I'm just gonna use my pointer finger for this because I don't know how well a brush will work. Just going to put that on the center of my lid. See, the blue is just giving me a little bit of trouble right here and it's starting to irritate me. Ugh. Okay, whatever. Okay, next I'm gonna take this brighter green, and that's gonna be for the inner portion of our lid. Okay, I'm just gonna wipe away that fallout. So I don't have any like newer pencil eyeliners, so I'm just gonna use the Stila Smudge eyeliner, and this is in Intense Black. I'm going to waterline and tightline my eyes with that. Okay, and I think I'm gonna do a winged eyeliner with the Nabla Cosmetics Dazzle Liner. This is in the shade Industrial, so we'll see how that goes. Okay, that's actually really pretty, and that was super easy to use. Okay, then coating my lashes with the Pure Big Look Mascara. That's what it did to my lashes. I don't know how I feel about it. It kind of makes them look a little spidery a little bit. Like a little bit weird, I'm not sure. And I'm gonna go add some lashes, so I will be right back. I'm not really sure how I'm feeling about this right now. Also, I got freaking mascara right there, and I don't know what to do about it, so I'm just gonna leave it until it's time to get back to it. Okay, so to get started on the face, I have a couple primers here, and I'm not really sure how I feel about them, but I'm gonna use them anyways. First, I'm gonna start with the Model's Own One Night Stand 2-in-1 Prime and Set Hydrating Mist. I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. Oh my freaking god. That is such a strong mist. Oh. Oh. Alright, and then there is the Milk Makeup Luminous Blur Stick. How can a blur stick be luminous? I don't know, but we're gonna find out. So I already tested it a little bit on my hands. I don't know. I'm just gonna put this like around my T-zone. Definitely gets rid of shine, or some of it. Doesn't feel like too thick or anything. It just kind of feels like a silky layer on top of my skin. Okay, so I guess we'll see how the foundation goes on over it. So I'm pretty excited for this foundation. This is the Pure Cameo Contour Dual-Ended Contour and Foundation Stick, and this is in light. So I'm first just gonna start by applying this to my face. Feels like it's gonna be really matte. I'm gonna buff that out with this little buffer brush from that BH Cosmetics brush set. Okay, so it's definitely not full coverage. It did get rid of like the redness on my cheeks and stuff. I would have to go probably back in with a second layer, or maybe I'll just have to cover up my imperfections with that concealer. That covered it up better. I don't know, like it looks fine on certain areas of my skin, and then around my nose it's like clinging to my dry patches. That could also have something to do with the primer that I used. I'm not entirely sure. It's not terrible, but I'm not like crazy about it right now. So now I'm gonna go in with that Model's Own concealer. I'm gonna put a little bit on the back of my hand, place it in the areas that I need it with my finger. Feels really thick, like that It Cosmetics concealer. I'm gonna go ahead and blend that out. This is the Pure Cosmetics Beauty Sponge. I just dampened it a little bit. The concealer actually looks really, really good on my face. Like it's not too dry, and it covered up my blemishes really, really well. It almost made it look like my dry spots went away. So I'm pretty impressed with that. And then to set, actually before we set, I'm gonna go in with the contour side of this, see how well it blends out. Looks a little warm. Oh God. Maybe I shouldn't have done that on my nose. I'm just gonna use that same brush that I used for foundation. Uh-oh. Oh God. I should have used a lot less. Okay, that ended up being a lot darker than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm just gonna try to blend that out a little bit with this sponge. Okay, and then to set everything, I'm gonna be using this Pure Cosmetics Balancing Act Shine Control Powder. It doesn't say a shade, and it doesn't say if it's translucent or not, so I'm hoping that it is translucent, or at least my shade, because I'm gonna use it to set my whole face. I can't tell if it's too dark or if it's just taking away the shine. Okay, yeah, it's definitely too dark. Okay, we'll just ignore that. I mean, besides it being too dark, it definitely seems like a good powder. It took away all the shine and my skin looks like airbrushed. It looks pretty good. Okay, and actually I'm gonna finish off my eyes really quick using this little flat definer brush and that dark blue that we used for our outer V. I'm going to put that right up against my lower lash line. And then with this little slim like pencil brush thingy, I'm taking that light transition color that I used before. I'm just going to blend out that color a little bit. Okay, then I'm gonna coat my lower lashes. I'm also gonna try to get rid of this mascara spot. Oh shit, not coming out, and I just ruined everything. All right, we're just gonna ignore that choppiness. Okay, and now for blush, I'm taking this Nude Blush 10 color blush palette from BH Cosmetics. And I think I'm gonna go in with this color right here on this big fluffy brush. Okay, that is pigmented. Then for highlighter, I'm going in with the Ofra Highlighter in Pillow Talk. It looks so pretty. Like, I can't wait to use this. And this brush set by BH Cosmetics doesn't have a highlighting brush, so I'm gonna be using the tapered highlighting brush from Luxie. That is so pretty. Okay, and then to finish off this crazy look, we're going to be using a crazy lip color. This is the Ciate London Glitter Flip. They just came out with new colors, and this one is called Undressed. It's actually the least craziest one out of all of them. If you guys don't know what this lipstick is, basically you put on the lipstick, it looks semi-matte, and once it dries, you press your lips together and glitter just like magically appears. It's super weird, it's super cool. I love it. So I'm not supposed to touch my lips together until it's fully dry. Okay, I think they're dry. That didn't turn out how I thought it would. Maybe I didn't let it dry for long enough. I'm gonna try again. Okay, it feels dry. Let's see how it does this time. That looks better. It still feels a little like sticky, and it's coming up a little bit on the inner edges. I let it dry for like, it felt like 5 minutes. Okay guys, that's pretty much it. This is the finished look. This is the finished look. Jeez, I cannot freaking talk today. I don't know how I feel about it. It's a little bit weird. I am just gonna go through all the items that I used today and talk about them a little bit. First, starting with the eyeshadow palette. It wasn't the best eyeshadow I have ever used in my entire life. BH Cosmetics is a really great brand because it's cruelty-free and it's really affordable, and it's really great for people starting out with makeup and for people who have been involved with makeup for a long time. Like, the eyeshadow palette is still a really good palette. It has a lot of colors in it. If you're a beginner and you're wanting something inexpensive and like pretty good quality, I will always recommend BH Cosmetics to you, especially their brushes. Their brushes are so cheap and so good, like actually really good quality brushes. The eyeshadow turned out okay. It turned out pretty good. It wasn't my favorite eyeshadow palette to use. It was a little bit difficult to blend things out, but considering its price and, you know, the price of anything at BH Cosmetics, you can't really complain too much about like little tiny things like that. The silver eyeliner is beautiful. I really, really love it. It's so vibrant and really does have that metallic look to it. The foundation, or let's start with the primers. The spray I don't like because it shoots straight at your face and it's really too powerful to use if you have like eye makeup on or really anything. It just has like a straight shot. It's not a fine mist, which is what I typically like. The blur stick, I'm not a huge fan of blurring primers. I usually go towards the moisturizing or illuminating primers. If you are someone who has super oily skin or texture on your skin and you want a way to blur it, I think that the blurring stick would be great for you. I just personally don't like blurring primers myself. Foundation, I'm probably never going to use again. It didn't wow me, and also the contouring side was a little bit too warm in my opinion and a little bit too strong. I like when contouring sticks are not super pigmented. That makes them easier to blend out. When they're super pigmented like that, you can really overuse the product like super easily, and it's hard to blend away. The concealer actually surprised me, the Model's Own concealer. I really do like it. It is a little bit thick, not quite as thick as the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I love the color of the fair shade, and it's super high coverage. It made my skin look dewy and really nice. It didn't really crease up after I put powder on it or anything. So I was really pleasantly surprised with that. The BH Cosmetics blush palette is just like any other blush palette. I mean, blush can only go so far, I feel like. It's either really pigmented or not pigmented at all. BH Cosmetics has a lot of really good pigmented blushes. The highlight, oh my god, I think this is my new favorite highlight. The Pillow Talk by Ofra. Holy crap, this is so beautiful for pale skin. I don't know how it would look on medium to dark skin, but this is like the perfect shade for me. It has a little bit of pink in it, and I love that. It is so beautiful. Ofra Cosmetics has probably the best highlighters in the game. Like, there's something about them that is so magical and creamy and beautiful, and they just go on your skin so nicely. The mascara I wasn't a huge fan of either. I didn't like go wow over it. It was nice, it worked, it did its job. That's basically all I have to say about that. And lastly, the Glitter Flip lipstick I think is a great lipstick if you are looking for something on like a special occasion. I know that New Year's just happened, but it would be a great lipstick for New Year's because it's so annoying trying to put glitter on your lips, like loose glitter, and it just ends up being really messy and stuff. So if you're wanting to do a glitter lip, this lipstick is so convenient and just really fun to use. And they have a lot of colors now. Like, they just came out with I think 5 new colors, and they started off with 3 colors, so there's quite a variety there. So that's pretty much it. I think I covered everything. Those are my opinions on all the makeup products. I just ordered Veggie Girl, so I have to go pick that up. I'm just so excited about it. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye, guys.